Damian Lillard became the 10th player this season to score 50 or more points in a game. Shockingly, Steph Curry and Kevin Durant are not either of them.
Who are they?
Oh my God, let's see. We have to go with, we have Lillard. It's a good place to start.
Yeah, it's a good place to start. I'd say
Clay did it in like 3 quarters.
Remember that?
James Harden did it. God, how do you forget James Harden? Russell Westbrook's done it.
Yes.
Russell Westbrook's done it like 3 times.
Very true.
LeBron has done it this year, I believe. I believe. I could be wrong.
Kyrie hasn't. It was close, was he?
Kyrie was close, or maybe it was Kyrie.
Might have been.
Regardless, Lillard joins elite company, obviously, and is now the franchise record holder for points as a Portland Trailblazer in a single game. Alongside that, he set a couple of other records for Portland's history. He became the first player in NBA history to score 59 points and make at least 9 3-pointers. That, to me, is the most beatable record of all time in today's league.
I would agree.
First player in Blazers history to score at least 50 points 3 times in his career. Became just the 3rd NBA player since the 83-84 season to score at least 59 points without committing a turnover. And he became the first player in Blazers history to score 30 or more points 27 times in one season. Again, all for the most part beatable records, especially the 50 points with 9 3-pointers. I feel like that might get broken tonight.
Yes.
By anybody. Could be Devin Booker scored 50.
It's coming to him.
It's coming to him
slowly and surely.
Francis, you score 59 points in a game, and you obviously get the game ball, but who do you give that game ball to besides yourself?
A kid in the crowd.
No, he actually gave it, believe it or not, to Joe Johnson.
Oh, that's nice.
He gave it to Joe Johnson because Joe Johnson scored his 20,000th career point.
That's
in that game.
That's remarkable.
So a little bit of love for the veteran.
I like that. That's a great sign of respect between players. There was a lot of sportsmanship I seen this weekend. Don't know why, but I'm gonna
but people were happy for
turn to the Masters really quick. Like I wasn't necessarily. I was happy for him, but my dad had a bet on Justin Rose from the start. £25 each way.
2,000.
So yeah, I think he would have took home like £600 if he won, and he gets to. I think he takes back like 200 if he finished second. So he still gets something. He got second, but it was like the sportsmanship between both of those, between like hitting each other on the ass with the puddle, and then just kind of like this is the most nerve-wracking tournament I would say of the year, and they would just they looked as if they were just playing around a little bit. I think that kind of helped
Sergio and Tiger used to go at it.
They did.
I mean, the rival that Sergio never wanted to be, but the media just made him to be.
Yeah, they had to. But I thought that was a great tournament, great sportsmanship.
Sergio's collapsed 73 prior times.
He was the longest player ever to go through like a streak before winning. Like most people that go on that streak just never win. Like, but because he started when he was 19. I can't remember how many games it was, how many tournaments it was before he actually won. And he's
I think 73 shots at a major.
Yeah, so he's the first person with the longest standing, whatever record it was, to be able to go on and win it. So good for him. But also back to Damian Lillard.
59 would have won him. Would have won it a lot earlier in terms of Lillard. This is what he had to say. A lot of fingers were pointed at me from the outside when we struggled. People said a lot of things about me. I didn't make excuses or cry about it, and I said I would be better and I would man up, and I did just that. Now we stay locked in and go try to shock the world. Blazers are locked in as the number 8 seed Sunday because Denver lost, and fresh off a career 59-point outing, there has been no indication that Lillard will rest on Monday versus the Spurs. Again, people are drawing far too much attention to this rest thing. Like, it's not a big deal. Again, it's a big deal for one organization.
Yeah.
Actually 2, the NBA and ESPN. That is it. That's all it affects. If you fly 3,000 miles to watch LeBron James play basketball and he's sitting, crazy idea, the night before, maybe a couple nights before, check the scouting report.
Go on to NBA.com and see Jason Rubin's preview.
You can. I'll tell you if he's resting or not.
Yeah.
You can look up at 40,000 other turns you could find about it.
I think that sweetens the deal as well, is that he was able to do this around about the time that they were confirmed for the playoffs this year, especially thanks to Russell Westbrook and what he was able to do to the Nuggets. But I'm happy the Trailblazers are in the playoffs. I feel like they're a match made in heaven every year because they're an exciting team. They play balls to the walls.
We're looking at a really fun
to Joe Johnson.
Series.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a game regardless. I mean, they're one of the best teams that you can put on show, knowing full well they're probably not going to make it past first or second round, but you'll root for them regardless.
Yeah, it would be, first of all, it would be a historic upset. I mean, anything could happen when it comes to the playoffs. 8 seeds have beaten 1 seeds before. It's not like the 16 versus the 1 seed in college basketball where it's never happened. It has happened. Granted, last year's playoffs, you actually had some pretty close games. Now, keep in mind, Curry wasn't there for all of them.
Oh.
So some people are probably like, yeah, that's why they were better. This is last year's playoff series. This graphic, which is number 10, I believe. Yeah. Warriors took both first 2 games at home by a decent margin, and then the Blazers returned back to Moda Center and get a 12-point win, and then almost made it a 2-2 series. It needed overtime before the Warriors, came back and closed everything out at Oracle Arena. You had, 3 great games on that list. I think the overtime game might have been Curry's. Curry's back.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, the series this year has not gone in favor of the Trailblazers. It's been a bloodbath, actually. That's a 45-point win.
Wow. I remember that 1-3-5.
But it got better as, look, the margin of error, scoring margin got a lot closer as the season went on.
You got to take a lot of refuge from that. But we didn't lose by 45 points.
We lost by 2.
We lost by 3.
So, bet on the Blazers? No, not going that far. Bet on Damian Lillard maybe to have a 40-point game? Sure.
Could do.
Why not? I'd root for the Blazers. They're good people. Good people, good vibes.
They've always got good vibes.
Good vibes. Comment below, like, favorite, and subscribe. What do you think of Damian's 59-point game?
Is he going to make a song about it?
He might rap about it. I think he'll only rap about it if they win. Like the series. And also, what do you think about Sergio's Masters win?
Oh, yes. Let's talk about that.